Welcome to Sarasas Samut-Sarn School. This is Science Matayom 2.
Hello everyone! Good day students! Hope you're all doing good today. Welcome to our class. My name is Teacher Carla Circulado and I will be teaching the subject. So I hope you are ready. If you are, bring out your notebook, bring out your pen and your books, and let's begin.
Let's start our lesson by reading our vocabulary words. So please listen carefully as I read each word twice, then please repeat after me. Solar, solar. Good job. Renewable, renewable. Good job. Heat, heat. Good job. Electricity, electricity. Good job. Silicon, silicon. Good job. Photons, photons. Good job. Panels, panels. Good job. Household, household. Good job. Current, current. Good job. Supplies, supplies. Good job. Now let's move on to our dictation of 3 words. Please get one piece of paper or in your notebooks. Don't forget to write your name. Let's start. Number 1. Spell the word solar. Number 1. Solar. Number 2. Spell the word panels. Number 2. Spell panels. And number 3. Spell the word current. Number 3. Current. Okay, now let's check your answers. Get your red pen. If your answer is correct, please put 1. But if your answer is incorrect, copy the correct answer beside your answer. Number 1. Let's read and spell together. Solar. S-O-L-A-R. Solar. Number 2. Panels. P-A-N-E-L-S. Panels. And number 3, current. C U R R E N T. Current. Good job, everyone. Before we continue on our topic for today, I have two questions for you. The first question: what is the most important source of non-polluting and renewable energy? And the second question is: what is collected and stored for use on solar panel? So you have to listen so we can answer these questions later on. So our topic for today is about solar energy. Please bring out your books and open it on page 14. Get ready to highlight and underline some words. Now let's read together the first paragraph. Repeat after me. The sun is an important source of non-polluting and renewable energy. Very good. So we all know that the sun is the most powerful source of energy. It is non-polluting because it doesn't cause any pollution. It is a clean energy. It is renewable energy as well because it is sustainable. It doesn't run out of energy. It is endless like the sun. So the energy coming from the sun, it can be converted to electricity. Let's move on to the next slide. Let's read together. Heat from the sun can be collected and stored for later use on solar thermal collector, so-called solar panel. Everybody repeat after me. Solar thermal collector. Very good. So this is the solar panel or the solar thermal collector. This device collects or absorbs sun rays or the heat from the sun to convert into electricity. Okay, so we will learn more about it. But before we continue, let's first answer the two questions. The first question is, what is the most important source of non-polluting and renewable energy? Very good. The answer is the sun. Number 2 question, what is collected and stored for use on solar panel? Very good. Number 2 answer is heat. Okay, so before the next slide, the question is, what do you call the photovoltaic cells? So listen again so we can answer this question. Let's read the paragraph together. Light from the sun can also be converted into electricity inside photovoltaic cells, so-called solar cells. Everybody repeat after me. Photovoltaic cells. Very good. Solar cells or so-called solar cells. So, this is the solar panel. Inside the solar panel, look at the picture. These are the solar cells. inside the solar panel. So the solar cell or the photovoltaic cell, in short, is PV cell. They are the device that converts the energy of the light coming directly from the sun into electricity. Again, the solar or PV cell is an electrical device that converts the energy coming from the sun directly into energy or electric current. Now let's answer the question. What do you call the photovoltaic cells? Very good. We call it the solar cells. Okay, before we move on to the next slide, I have another question for you. What is solar cell made of? Now let's read the first paragraph. Repeat after me. A solar cell is made of two silicon layers. Very good. So these two silicon layers, first one is the N-type silicon, and the second one is the P-type silicon. Next, let's read together again. Photons creates electric current. Again. Very good. So these are the photons, or the so-called electrons. So, how it works? Some electrons from the N-type will migrate or will go to the P-type to fill all the holes that are available there. Due to the migration of electrons, the N-side boundary or the red boundary that you can see in the picture will be slightly positively charged. And then the P-type boundary will become negatively charged. And then the electric field will definitely form between these charges. And that electric field will produce the necessary driving force to create the electric current. That's how they convert the sunlight that's striking the solar cell and converts into an electric current. Okay, now let's answer the question. What is solar cell made of? Very good. So the solar cell is made of two silicon layers, the N-type silicon and the P-type silicon. So another questions before we move on to our next slide. The first question is, what do we use for domestic water heating? And the second question, where do we use the solar cells for? Get ready for this question, so you better listen. Let's read the first paragraph. We use solar panels to absorb radiant heat for domestic heating. The solar panels that is used for heating water is also called solar domestic hot water system. Okay, it can be a cost-effective way to generate hot water that we can use in our homes for taking showers or taking a bath. Okay, because it is more cheaper because the fuel that we use is from the sun. So it is free. So this domestic hot water system have two types. We have the active system and the passive system. Next, we use photovoltaic cells or solar cells as power supplies for, let's read together first, photovoltaic cells. Very good. So these PV cells, we can also see them in watches and calculators. Okay, they are built in these devices. These panels helps the device, or for example, this calculator, to extend its life because it's recharging its battery slowly. Same with the watches. It charges the battery slowly, so it's helping to extend its life. Next, we also use the photovoltaic cells or solar cells to power the satellite and our household. How? Okay, let's first talk about the satellite. It is the spacecraft or the so-called satellite. The satellites are close enough to the sun so they can use the solar power. This solar panel from the spacecraft can convert the sun's energy into electricity so it can power the whole spacecraft. Next, for the household, the solar panels in our homes, it can convert the photons coming from the sunlight into direct current. Then, it will flow in our inverter. This is the inverter. Then the inverter will then send the current to the AC distribution panel or the alternating current. Then it will send the current to our power box. Then if we plug into the power box, it will bring electricity to our homes, making our TV works, refrigerator, and lights. Okay, now let's answer the questions we have. Number 1. What do we use for heating water? Very good. Number 1 answer is solar panels or domestic hot water system. That's what we use for heating water. Number 2 question. What power supplies do we use, solar or PV cells? Very good. So we use solar or PV cells into watches, calculator, satellite, and household, or in our homes. Good job, everyone. Now let's see if you really listen to our topic. Please bring out one piece of paper or in your notebook and we will do our exercise for today. Our exercise will be multiple choice. Choose the best answer or the correct answer. Okay, number 1. What do you call the most important source of non-polluting and renewable energy? Number 1. What do you call the most important source of non-polluting and renewable energy? Letter A, light. Letter B, sun. And letter C, solar. Number 2. Solar thermal collector is also called. Number 2. Solar thermal collector is also called Letter A, solar cells. Letter B, photovoltaic cells. And letter C, both A and B are correct. Number 3. What device does light converted into electricity? Number 3. What device does light converted into electricity? A. Solar cells. B. Solar panel. Or letter C. Both A and B are correct. Number 4. What is solar cell made of? Number 4. What is solar cell made of? A. 1 silicon layer. B. 2 silicon layer. Or C. 3 silicon layer. Number 5. We use photovoltaic cells as power supplies for. Number 5. We use photovoltaic cells as power supplies for A. Chessboard. B. Bricks. Or C. Calculator. Good job. So we will do our summary for this topic. And our topic for today is all about the solar energy. So I will ask some questions that you will answer, so we know that we really learn and understand about the solar energy. Okay, so the first question is, what is the most important source of non-polluting and renewable energy? Very good. The answer is sun. The second question for our summary, what is collected and stored for solar panel? Good job. Heat. And the third question for our summary, solar thermal collector is also called. Good job. It's also called solar panel. The next summary question, what creates an electric current? Good job. The answer is photons. And the last question for our summary, what are some supplies that we use PV cells or solar cells? Good job. Watches, calculator, satellite, and household. Thank you so much, students, for being so awesome today. Thank you so much again, students, for listening and paying attention.
Good job, everyone! Thank you so much for listening and paying attention to our subject for today. Hope you all learned a very important lesson on our topic. Don't forget to watch the next video for your safety. Goodbye!
Thank you so much again, students, for listening and paying attention for our topic, solar energy. So just a reminder, don't forget to wash your hands, wear your mask, stay at home, eat healthy, because we will see you soon. Great job, everyone. Goodbye.